Let's talk about the biggest open secret in psychiatry. Ready? In US pharmacies right now, you have access to roughly 100 individual psychotropic molecules. 100. From fluoxetine to aripiprazole, from lithium to esketamine. But wait, if you count the variations, oral tablets, short-acting injectables, long-acting injectables, transdermal patches, nasal sprays, oral solutions, sublingual disintegrating tablets, you get over 300 distinct pharmaceutical products. 300 ways to deliver these molecules, organized into, depending on how you slice it, 8 to 12 major classes: antidepressants, antipsychotics, mood stabilizers, anxiolytics, psychostimulants, hypnotics, and others. Each class defined not necessarily by mechanism of action, but by what it treats, which is already an epistemological problem, but that's a different conversation. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In real clinical practice, not the textbook version, but the actual office, with actual patients, polypharmacy is the norm, not the exception. The average patient with a moderate to severe psychiatric disorder is on 2, 3, sometimes 4 or 5 medications simultaneously: an antidepressant plus a mood stabilizer, an antipsychotic plus an anxiolytic, maybe a hypnotic for sleep, maybe a stimulant for focus. And now the trillion-dollar question: do we have randomized controlled trials that tell us what happens when we combine these medications? Short answer, no. Long answer, almost none. Combination prescribing operates on the assumption that the effect of 3 medications taken together is the simple sum of each one taken alone, like adding apples. 3 apples make 3 apples, but molecules are not apples. Yes, we have some data on pharmacokinetic interactions, how one molecule affects the metabolism of another through the cytochrome P450 system. And we have some data on pharmacodynamic interactions, how 2 drugs acting on the same receptor can amplify or block each other's effect. But comprehensive, evidence-based interaction data for combinations of 3, 4, 5 medications, it doesn't exist, and it won't exist. Why? Simple math. If you have 100 molecules and you want to test every possible 3-drug combination, not 4, not 5, just 3, you get 161,700 possible combinations. At 4 drugs, nearly 4 million. At 5, it's astronomical. Nobody is going to run hundreds of thousands of randomized controlled trials. Ever. The cost would be in the trillions. The time required, centuries. So we will continue doing what we do now, combining medications based on clinical experience, pharmacological reasoning, educated intuition. This is the reality of psychopharmacology in 2026. A science that works spectacularly well for some patients, reasonably well for many, and not at all for others, with an arsenal of 300 products that we combine in ways nobody has rigorously tested. This is not a criticism, it's a statement of fact, and every honest psychiatrist knows it. Think about that the next time you see a prescription with 4 psychotropic medications on it. The doctor who wrote it isn't being careless. They're doing the best they can with what they have. And what they have is an incomplete map of an enormous territory. There. Now you know.